Among the 12 Olympians, Aphrodite, or Venus in Latin, is perhaps the most interesting. The birth of Aphrodite is chronicled in two distinct ways. In Hesiod's Theogony, Aphrodite was created as a consequence of the usurpation of Uranus by Cronos, whereby Cronos castrated his father, the Greek personification of the sky. Uranus's genitals henceforth mixed with the sea foam near the city of Paphos, which was located on the island of Cyprus, thus giving Aphrodite the moniker Cyprian. In the Iliad Book 5, however, Aphrodite was said to be the daughter of Zeus and Dione. There exists a mysterious resemblance today between the etymology of Zeus and Dione, stemming from the root dios, which still puzzles scholars to this day. In the Iliad, Aphrodite is portrayed as a diverse personality. She is problematic, yet she is a sexual reproductive deity in nature. The Iliad trivializes her as an immature daughter, while the Theogony portrays her as a powerful primordial goddess, daughter of the sky Uranus, and therefore the granddaughter of the earth, Gaia. In classical artwork, Aphrodite is often depicted naked, caught surprised. Aphrodite was further trivialized in the myths of Homer. It serves as no surprise that the goddess of love was married, yet it was to Hephaestus, the crippled god of the forge. Notwithstanding, Aphrodite, representing sexuality and love, had an ongoing affair with Ares, the god of war. In Homer's Odyssey, Book 8, Helios, the titan of the sun, sees Ares and Aphrodite as he sees everything where the sun illuminates. And Helios notifies Hephaestus. Hephaestus then traps Ares and Aphrodite together and rants to the gods, refusing to release them in humiliation and rage of her adultery. Yet Poseidon, god of the sea and earthquakes, urges Hephaestus to free them, and he assures Hephaestus that they will be punished. The key themes of Aphrodite in her myths include ambivalence regarding her powers, her use of deception, and refusal of mortals to honor and worship her. Those who refuse to honor her include Hippolytus, the queen of the Amazons. The Lemnian women, those are the women of the island of Lemnos, as well as King Tyndareus and his daughters. There's another fascinating story with Aphrodite and the Trojans. In the Iliad, Aphrodite supports the Trojan side. For one reason, her son Aeneas fought for the Trojans, and for another, she was chosen by the Trojan prince Paris as the most beautiful goddess. And in turn, he gave to Paris the most beautiful woman in all of Greece, Helen, daughter of Zeus. And Helen, being the most beautiful mortal woman in the world, was sometimes seen as a byform of Aphrodite herself, embodying many of her traits. In the Iliad Book 3, Aphrodite rescues Paris during a duel with Menelaus, and being the manipulative goddess of love that she is, she forces Helen to lay with Paris when he returns. In Book 5 of the Iliad, she rescues her son Aeneas from the Greek Diomedes, whereupon she is injured on her wrist, and Aphrodite subsequently flees with her half-brother Ares, only to be comforted later by her supposed mother Dione. In another tale, Aphrodite infatuates all mortal men, beasts, and gods alike. The only three goddesses exempt from her power were the virgin goddesses Athena, Artemis, and Hestia. Zeus was then forced to fall in love with a mortal woman. And afterward, Zeus retaliates by making Aphrodite fall in love with a very modest mortal man, Anchises. Aphrodite then becomes pregnant, and her future son will become the hero of Rome and of the Trojan War, Aeneas. Aphrodite had various attendants, including Eros, the 9 Graces, and some animals, including the swan, the goose, and the dove. Her immortal lovers stem further than just Ares and Hephaestus. She was also involved with Dionysus and Hermes. And Hermes was the god with whom she had Hermaphroditus, who had both male and female sexual organs. Hermaphroditus was the origin of the term hermaphrodite. And in terms of mortal lovers, she was immensely infatuated with the great Adonis, in addition to Anchises.